It's day 3 of juicing, and I feel good. It's actually almost 6 at night, and I haven't eaten anything yet today. And I know that's really, really unhealthy, but I need to say I haven't been up since 7 a.m. I got up at 2 p.m. I didn't get home from work till 3 in the morning, and I didn't get to sleep for a while after that. So I slept till 2 because I was up really late. And I was actually going to juice when I got up, but a friend needed a ride to work. And so I had a glass of water, and then I brought a glass of water when I went to pick him up, and I had another glass of water when I got home. And I sat down to answer emails and do computer stuff, and I just lost track of time. I legitimately wasn't hungry. Now I'm really hungry, but I just wasn't hungry. And I'm feeling hungry now. So I'm going to juice all 4 of my meals or glasses. I find that 4 is adequate for me. 3, I'm still hungry. 4, I'm good for the day. It's 6 at night, but I have to go into work again tonight, and I'll be there pretty late. So I'm going to have a glass of juice now, one in a few hours, probably 8 or 9, another one at maybe 11, and one at like 1 in the morning. I'm on a weird schedule. So, and again, I'm in jammies with messy hair. Seems to be the story of my life. So I've prepped a bunch of stuff. I'm not making the mean green, but it's pretty darn close. I'm really just adding carrots is the only difference. I have a huge cucumber. I've got a couple lemons, 3 apples, some carrots, and I'm just going to keep juicing until I get at least 64 ounces. So, and I have kale. I forgot. I have kale too. So we'll start with the kale. I just put a carrot in with it so it would go down smoother. It seemed to work well. Okay, that's all the kale I had in the house. I gotta go to the store. Lemon. Celery. Huge cucumber. Look how big this cucumber is. This is such an amazing cucumber. I've learned you have to push your cucumber down really slowly or you get shocked with a ton of juice coming out of the machine. At least I do with my juicer and my juicing technique. Some more celery. Oh, this smells so good. I'm so hungry. I don't think, of course you're hungry. You haven't freaking ate all day. Of course you're hungry. It really wasn't intentional, and I know it was bad. And I have days like this even when I'm not juicing. I just all of a sudden realize I haven't eaten, so. But again, I didn't wake up till 2 in the morning. I mean, 2 in the afternoon. I didn't get home till 3 in the morning. I went to bed at, I don't know, 3:30 or 4, fell asleep by, I don't know, 5 or 6 maybe. And the alarm went off at 9 and I was like, nope, not happening. I hit it in my sleep actually. I didn't even really process that the alarm had gone off. Next thing I knew it was 2 p.m. That is just about 32 ounces. Do 1 more carrot for good measure. $32. It's all still streaming out. I'm just going to give it a minute. If you're juicing, please leave your comments on how it's going for you, recipes you have, suggestions. If you are interested in juicing, I hope this is informative and helpful. And if you think I'm crazy, you really should try it sometime because I feel great. Okay, so I'm going to pour this juice into here. and juice another 32 ounces. Then I'll have one big batch I can pour into mason jars. Remember, wait for your blade to stop spinning before you open your juicer. Let's try this again. Apple. A nice big piece of ginger. Ooh, I can smell that ginger. So nice. I have another lemon. Oops. I need to pay more attention. I looked at the camera, not my juicer. Juice onto the counter. That was not good. And that's not 32 ounces. I'm going to need to wash more celery and cucumbers and come back to you. Okay, I have 2 big cucumbers and a ton of celery. This should get me pretty close to 64 ounces. Well, 32 for this batch. I do need to. I was thinking I might not need the second cucumber, but I do. 32! We have a winner. But I do not have time to go to the grocery store tonight, so tomorrow I'm going to have to wake up and do lemon water and go to the grocery store in the morning. But I will not wait till 6 at night to eat. I'll get up at an early time, go to the grocery store at like 9, and come home and juice immediately. For anyone who thinks cucumbers don't have flavor, try juicing one, because they do. They smell so freaking good. So I probably shouldn't really be binge eating. I feel like I'm binge eating by drinking all this juice so late, but I am going to spread it out. So we'll add this. So I have one big batch. And we can move all this to the sink. Dish time later. Okay, I have all my mason jars washed and ready. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to snack right now. Okay. So I got them right to the top to try to avoid air exposure. Ooh, this made a lot. It's so good. It makes me kind of like giggly how good it is. Probably because I'm really hungry right now, but just in general, every time I think I'm hungry and I want real food, like at work last night, people were eating all this food, and I was like, oh, I want French fries. It was like, do you want a carrot stick? I'm like, no, no, thanks. I was like, ugh. I had my juice, and I'm like, oh man, it's so good. I forgot how good, like between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m., I forgot how good the juice tasted. It was the same juice, but I forgot how good the juice tasted. It tastes so delicious. Anyway, I'll check back in later. Mean green. Oh, I'm putting the wrong way. I'm putting it at my screen. Mean green with carrots. I'm wrapping up day 3, and I've been feeling phenomenal the last 2 days, and I feel not so phenomenal tonight. But I didn't eat all day, or drink. I didn't do juice all day. I mentioned earlier I didn't get up till 2. My first juice was at like 6. Probably part of the problem. I also have a sore throat, but there's been a cold and sore throat going around my job for 2.5 weeks. And I had a cold last week, so maybe now I have unrelated sore throat, but I've been headachy and cranky, and I want food so bad. Like, I want to eat food. I've been craving some healthy stuff, dates, bananas, and some unhealthy stuff. I wanted a donut earlier. I passed a Krispy Kreme sign. I wanted a donut. The girls at work today had French fries, and they smelled amazing, sweet potato fries. But if I could just cook right now, I would love to just throw together some pasta. Just warm food. I want to chew food. I want warm food. I want my headache to go away. I don't know. Not happy at the end of day 3. But it's going to get better. And if it doesn't get better, then we'll assess then. But I think that in 36 hours, having a couple rough hours is not a big deal. So, yeah. I drank another glass of juice. It was my 4th for the day. I'd only had 3, and I'm feeling a lot more composed and not craving food. I just need to drink more juice, I think. Whenever I start to be really cranky because I want food, it's because I'm hungry. And that's part of this fasting is I become what my friend calls owly when I'm hungry, but I'm not very pleasant to be around. And I don't identify that I'm hungry. I once was having a phone conversation with an ex, and we hung up, and he texted me when we hung up and said, "Eat a snack. You were a crank pants on the phone." He knew me well enough to recognize the fact that I was hungry, yet I didn't recognize the fact that I was hungry, and it's problematic that someone else recognizes my hunger before I do. I need to learn to identify when I am hungry because I don't feel it physically. Well, I must feel it physically, but I'm not aware of it. And I'm pretty in tune with my body most of the time. So it's odd that I don't recognize hunger in myself. But I don't. I just get really cranky. So there's been several times on this juice fest that I've just been frustrated and kind of grouchy, wanting food. But I didn't need or want food. I just needed juice. And drinking a jar of juice makes me feel happy. I am totally in a great mood now. All I needed was a glass or jar of juice. Amazing how a simple thing can turn your attitude completely around. I'm like giggly now. 20 minutes ago, or I guess it was almost an hour ago at this point. Gosh, time flies. It's about 2 in the morning, so at 1 in the morning, 1:30, I was ready to quit the fast and just eat something. And I sipped on a glass of juice. Now I'm happy. But I think I'm a little bit slow to detox because my, yeah, it's kind of gnarly. I'm putting this out on the internet, but my face is really broken up. Not really. Bad for me. I apologize to anyone who struggles with bad acne because that's not me, but it's breaking out. And I have my eczema on my elbow. It's like horrific. Again, for people who have really bad eczema, I apologize that I'm saying it's horrific, but for me, this is as bad as it's ever been, and I usually don't have it on this elbow, and this elbow's irritated, and I was a little bit headachy, and I've had bad breath. So I'm definitely detoxing, and I think I was kind of expecting to experience that by the end of day 1 or maybe on day 2, and it's really been like the second half of day 3 that I'm
finding this is going on. So don't know how long it will last, but it's kind of nice to know that I am giving my digestive system a break by not making it process a bunch of crap, which gives my body the time and energy to focus on purging out other parts of me. So that's pretty fabulous. I also need to add I'm a little bit nervous about doing all 30 days because I'm already starting to, but I feel like I'm losing a little bit of weight. My pants are even a little bit thinner today. It's probably because I'm not bloated. I'm always bloated. I don't want to scale. So probably at the end of this week, I'm going to need to hop onto a friend's scale and just kind of gauge where I'm at because I'm always around the same weight. And if I've lost a lot, I'm going to have to assess if I'm going to be able to do the 30 days. But I'm going to take it week by week. And I wouldn't give up completely. I would probably just add like a raw meal or a vegan meal, 1 meal a day, and just juice for 2 meals. But I'm really hoping to make it all 30 days because I think that mentally and emotionally and physically it'd be an amazing challenge. And it's one of those, like, if I can do that, I can do anything things. So, fingers crossed. I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely, lovely day or night whenever you're watching this. And that's about it. Just sending good vibes your way, whoever you are, wherever you are. I wish you the very best.